He told me, but you are crazy for a mile with a bicycle. Yeah, what's the problem? It's a cultural problem.
It is cultural.
It's cultural problem.
Yeah.
Like like the food, or the food, or your daily life. And I think it's easier than in Italy. In Italy, it's impossible to make 4 kilometers with a bicycle without with like I don't know, like if it's raining.
Just
Sweating.
Sweating. Yeah, sweating.
Yeah, it's so steep.
So steep, absolutely steep.
Yeah.
Because it's a different territory, it's a different. Here it's easier,
Flat.
very flat.
There's a lot of talk about trains in South Florida right now, both the All Aboard Florida, which is the express train, which will go from Miami to Orlando, but then also the local service, which would use the same right-of-way, the Florida East Coast right-of-way, and create local stops along the eastern municipalities within Miami-Dade, Broward, Palm Beach, and part of Martin County. So one thing they said about Mussolini's reign, one good thing about it, was that the trains ran on time. So I wonder if Italy was impacted by the trains, or how the train missed Artena, or are trains a big part of Italian transportation right now? Or is it becoming more so or less so?
Yeah, I think that now the railways is for example in Artena we don't have a railway stop, okay, but we have to go to a near town, maybe three miles. It's not so far, but like the society now, every kind, like this era, Italy improved. In Italy was improved the cars than the railways, and but maybe from 10 years ago, every railways have changed, and I hope that for next 10 years, sometimes improve. Sometimes happen to be better
Right.
than now. Yeah.
Yes.
What's
Yes.
the population of Athena? Are there families, young families coming back to live in Artena or staying in Artena?
You talk about my family, also their job, or
Yeah, your typical Italian families. I mean, are they staying in Athena? Are they leaving?
The population. What's the
Yeah.
population?
yeah. For example, we had with my father is land surveyor. It's and we have a very little studio in Artena, and we live in Artena, and I raised it in Artena, and we work in Artena, and our daily life is in this little community, and sometimes maybe, for example, for continuing my study, I went in Rome, or also my brother. We love travel, and so but if you talk about daily life, we love our community, and we live every day Artena, this little town. Yeah.
Are there other foreigners coming to your town to live?
Other?
Other people from other countries coming to
Yes.
Artena?
Exactly, yeah.
Like the
Yeah.
city, I think of Cortona became famous when Francis Mays wrote the book about Cortona, so that brought lots of people.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Maybe
Yeah.
that you don't want.
Yeah, maybe they changed because in the urban flow, politician used to change the the planning, the zone planning of Artena, and now there is a lot of skyscraper in the countryside, and a lot of people. When I talk about the community, I talk about the strength community, and because it's very hard for the people that went in Artena, for live in Artena, because it's very close to Rome. For example, you told me that you came from Basilicata, and people maybe that find a job in Rome prefer to buy a little house in Artena, and in the morning go in Rome, and at night back. Okay, and use Artena like an hotel.
Hotel.
Yeah.
Any other questions? Yes.
I'm very interested in how you see the future of the town. So, for example, our generation, how do you create a sustainable economy around Athena so that you actually avoid people going to Rome, traveling, and how do you reinvent or try to, do you have a discussion in the city hall, or is there any sort of framework for development, or does it seem like it's kind of organically growing, just with project after project, and then it will evolve? I mean, that's my question. So, is there a current situation going on?
Yeah, and Project Artena is focused on this point, because my point of view, I told you that Artena is represent the beauty of Italy, but it's also the decadence of Italy, and I thought maybe I can use Artena not for improve only this village, but for create a prototype, for a model for every little town of Artena. And my goal is to create an eco-development of this town, and maybe I start 3 years ago, and I'm planning different appointment with the CTO, and the reason that why I'm here is because I start my collaboration with Sherry, and Sherry was very interesting about my project, and now it's also your project, because we share our knowledge, and I think that I start this journey to the new solution. I'm here for improve my English, as you can hear, and also for make new research with Sherry, and because it's not easy. Maybe here in USA, USA is called the dream country. When you have a dream, you can realize it very fast. But in Italy, it's very tough. It's very tough because you have to find a solution for every kind of people, of person that you find in your journey. For example, I think that the most difficult rock to climb is the political rock. And in Italy, I don't
It's
know.
not just Italy.
I hope that it's not just Italy. and the brewing, it's only a branch of the tree,
Yeah.
and but is an example for explain that my point of view is not to build skyscraper or for or big opera or create I don't know new zoning or new quarter or something else. It's the agopunto interview, and I don't want to change everything on my town or the urban fabric of my town. I think that with little intervent I can change the cultural of the community and to awake people in Artena, because now people in Artena, like in every town, is completely depressed because the economic crisis or something else. The people are very depressed and don't know what they can do for change something. And if we have the tools, or if we have the solution, we can find I don't know a point of connection with the community and collaborate for collaborate together. And in these 3 years, all the people were very surprised because I create with a lot of architects a little lab when for the first time we sit in the same table politicians and communities, because before the communities wants only make kills the politicians, okay, they only to make a bomb on the city hall and nothing else, okay. But for the first time we find something that can interest each other, and I'm hopeless. I hope that year after year I can find something, because now I have 5-year visa card, and this year I can improve my English and study with Moriente with Bijou, and why not use the heart on the new find of intervention, of urban intervention for change before the community and after this little village and after the country. Why not dream about that?
I was just thinking of, there's a association in Europe called the Association for Book Times, which is a proportion to the actual population. You have more booksellers and antiquarian bookstores, and there are a lot of good examples in Sweden and Spain, historical villages in Portugal, and they're mostly about the size of Argentina, and they attract very particular audience, and which is again this very academically educated audience, which again multiplies, and then so the word gets out, and then it kind of snowballs into something bigger. And so down the road, you get great publicity by creating a little bit of you kind of put the seed in, and it grows like this. And when I saw the whole presentation, I thought immediately of, this could be a perfect setting for such immediate work, for such great project. So there's an Italian association of booksellers, antiquarian booksellers, and they may be looking into this and develop something.
Any other